Good afternoon to you. We start in Khayelitsha, the subject of several developing stories involving violence, gun violence, gang violence and shootings in the last few weeks. Well, in the wake of the latest mass shootings there, particularly in Khayelitsha, the Development Forum and others plan to have a meeting with the Minister of Police regarding tangible solutions to escalating crime. Just 11 people were killed in Khayelitsha in just the last week. Our reporter Nasiphi Same joins us now. Nasiphi, good afternoon to you there. The community members have told us of the anger, of the frustration and frankly I imagine the fear as well. What are they hoping to get from all of these meetings that are happening in the township?
Well, Stephen, a mixture of feelings from the community, including the Khayelitsha Development Forum, who has, invited these various stakeholders within the security cluster to meet under one roof, not only to find, tangible solutions, but implementable ones. The Khayelitsha Development Forum citing that during COVID-19, there was a coordinated approach, and they believe that it can be done again in regards to crime. And just Stephen, in the 2 weeks, just to be specific, since the 13th of March this year, about, if not over, 24 people have been gunned down in the communities of Cape Town. That is Manenberg, Khayelitsha, Strand and Gugulethu, including places like Hanover Park. So a lot of communities very concerned about not only their safety, but the future of, what could happen and, feeling like they are being held hostage by these criminals that are so brazen, shooting in their communities. And, the Minister of Police, having held a street crime fighting imbizo in Khayelitsha about a week ago and moving to Manenberg the same day, greeted by the news that there was a particular individual that was gunned down 2 hours before he arrived in that community for that street crime fighting in Mbizo. So, it highlights quite a number of things, including how brazen the community, or rather the criminals, are in these communities.
I would imagine also, what people really want is some kind of sustainable solution. This might well involve more police resources. The police minister has been asked about this many times in the past, Nasiphi.
So at this stage, Stephen, they have obviously brought the Minister of Police, who's going to be part of the stakeholder meeting in regards to finding very tangible and implementable solutions. But also they've brought, provincial and local government on board for them also to come to the table and as various departments to say how they can play a role in reducing the crimes in these communities. It is not just Khayelitsha alone. Just last week alone on Monday, the community of Ndlovini woke up to the news of a mass shooting. Just this weekend, we also woke up to a mass shooting again. So in total, Khayelitsha has lost about 11 lives due to gang or gun violence. And the police minister would like to address that. And, with his imbizos, he's saying he was going to continue having them up until such a time that the community and the relationship between the community and police has been strengthened to a point where they are seeing a reduction in crime. And just to take us back a couple of months ago, Stephen, the Western Cape, before the release of the crime statistics for the fourth quarter, it was announced that the Western Cape was, deemed as a green province by the Western Cape government because of the reduction in crime that has been reported and also committed on the streets of Cape Town. And that particular report, or that status for the Western Cape, is yet to be seen how it will look like now with all these shootings. Just the 11 people that I speak about in Khayelitsha, no one has been arrested for those particular mass shootings, the two separate incidents, the one that left 5 people dead and the second one that left 6 people dead. And also taking it a bit further away from this community is another community called Strand, where 4 people were shot and 3 people died in that particular shootout. Gugulethu is also another community that enters the fray. So a number of these communities that are underdeveloped or previously and still are disadvantaged continue to experience these shootings. So we will hear after this closed-off meeting with the various stakeholders. what exactly they plan to implement in these communities where we're seeing an outpouring of cry from the communities calling on for government officials to step in and quell the violence.
Nasiphi Same, thanks very much indeed for that live update. An important meeting underway at the moment. We'll do our best to bring you live reporting from that through the afternoon.